we're gonna be legends. Gonna get their attention. What we're doing here ain't...
Hello, my name is Lander and I too am a guide with the Legends of Bruges. Today it is my pleasure to talk to you about one of the most majestic privately owned houses in Bruges, the Palace of the Lords of Gruuthuse. Lords of Gruuthuse, they were one of the richest families in our city, in all of our history. Now the way they became that rich was thanks to trading a certain product, Gruuthuse. Now don't blame yourself if you do not know what Gruuthuse exactly is, because right now it is not necessarily used as much as it was before. Gruuthuse is, however, something very, very important, or was very important in medieval times. It was used to make beer. This beer right here, the Brusse Triple, this is a beer that still has some of Gruuthuse in it. But since Gruuthuse doesn't necessarily give the same good taste as barley and yeast and wheats would give you, well, Gruuthuse got out of use. However, Brusse Triple and a few more beers still are spiced with that Gruuthuse. Now the Lords of Gruuthuse, they traded exclusively in that Gruuthuse and they were the only ones allowed to tax Gruuthuse. And as a lot of people back then, just like nowadays, here in Belgium were drinking beer, they became massively rich. And add to that fact that in that time, water was full of bacteria and not safe to drink, well, you can't imagine how rich they got off of everyone drinking that beer. And they were allowed to build a massive palace with their earnings. Now another specific feature of the palace is also that it is connected to the most majestic church in all of Bruges, the Church of Our Lady. There is a private chapel of the family of the Lords of Gruuthuse that goes straight into that church. From their private chapel they could see the priest, and so they did not have to mingle with the poor people to attend masses. Most important member of the family of the Lords of Gruuthuse, Louis, lived somewhere in the 15th century. Now Louie of Bruges, he was a diplomat and a very charismatic man and a very smart man, and he was befriended with the Dukes of Burgundy themselves. He was a personal advisor to Mary and Margaret of Burgundy, and so he had access to these rich and famous, well, not rich and famous, but very important people. Now that allowed Louis to be in the right spot at the right time. And so Louis, thanks to his brains and thanks to his connections, made a man out of himself. Now thanks to being the right person at the right time, at the right place, he also was invited to become a member of the most prestigious order that Bruges has ever seen. The Order of the Golden Fleece was created in Bruges in 1430, mainly to uphold the norms of chivalry and knighthood. Louis was one of their members from 1461 onwards, and so making his family even more important as they already were. This order still exists until this day. The Queen of England, Nicolas Sarkozy, Juan Carlos of Spain, and also the King of Belgium and the former King of Belgium, who is still alive, they are members of that order. Now nowadays the palace is no longer inhabited by the Lords of Gruuthuse. It has been turned into a museum where you can see how the Lords of Gruuthuse lived and how Bruges created its wealth in medieval times and what we did to get back up on our feet after we lost our importance in 1488. And we'll keep it at that. Cheers!
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please share, and you can always leave a donation for the guide. There'll be more videos on our YouTube channel, so subscribe and stay tuned.